The postman has just been, and that's always a happy day whenever it contains some really incredible veneer. So we haven't actually done a veneer unveiling video in a while, and I thought it'd be nice to do it. So one of the best and most popular veneers that we've had over the last while has been Royal Ebony. And everybody loves the Royal Ebony because it's got so many different patterns and designs in it. And just the overall look of it is really, really popular. Let's see if we can get this out of here. There we are. So I managed to find some more Royal Ebony recently, and our stocks have been almost running to zero, and I know there's been some people waiting anxiously for me to get more, and I know there's already a few pieces of this reserved. So wow. So I order these based on photographs, and I've got a supplier who handpicks some of the nicest pieces out of their stock, and it's always really special when I get to open out a bundle for the very first time and see what I've got. Wow. Check that out. So I actually had some veneer from this log last year, and we made some really exceptional guitars. What I really loved about it is this flamed area here. So as well as the amazing pattern, it's got this flame that just pops. It really, really pops whenever it's finished. Unfortunately, there's quite a bad area down at the bottom here, but a lot of great pattern coming on up here. So most of those sheets are very similar right the way down. Let's go halfway down the bundle. So you can see as it goes down, these are cut consecutively out of the log, and the pattern does change a little bit, but right the way down, it's very, very similar. So if we just have a little look at this, and we'll book match it. As with Royal Ebony, we always book match it to get that really nice sort of mirrored image, and that's where you can really actually have a lot of fun. You kind of can create this kaleidoscope effect. So check that out. So what's fun with it is, whenever you take these little knots and eyes and you can start to make faces, and you find all these different patterns going on. This is just the natural way that it's been cut at this line, but we can put a cut line further over, and that's when we get very different patterns. And the great thing about this as well is it's really wide. So here I'm putting on our X30 template, so you can just see, on a big jumbo body, no problem accommodating it. And so I had an X20 that was sitting in my office for a while recently, made out of this same veneer, and I almost didn't want to sell it. And it was actually very similar to this, with this V of the flame running right down the center. So that flame really, really pops. Beautiful, really light colored veneer, this one. Some of the Royal Ebonies that we have can be a darker yellow. This is really light color, which will really work good. Also, Royal Ebony is a really interesting one when we put a color over it. So we've done a few really interesting ones done with red and green and various colors recently. So the contrast in colors just really bring out that pattern. So I can imagine a color over this, but just even natural with black carbon back and sides will really, really work well. And move it just up along. Kind of see just how every area we move it. I mean, literally cut that anywhere and it's going to look good. So no matter where we put the join, no matter what way we do it, it's going to give a lot of great options. And then the great thing is you can book match it the opposite way around and get an entirely different set. So the stuff's really fragile, so I have to be very careful with it. flatter surface to really see it properly, but this is where you start to get some very different patterns. So that's that same piece, just the other way around. This is really cool. It's almost like two birds in flight coming down here. Everybody sees something slightly different in it. I like that on the template, just how it kind of frames the bottom of the guitar. I also like to try and frame the neck on a guitar, so you know, sometimes these V's coming out and just coming up around the neck of a guitar works really well. Or like this, the lighter in the center. So lots and lots of options. That's on our X30 template. I'm just thinking there that harp guitar with this would be really something quite special. So if you take a harp guitar template, you know, this is a really big instrument, and to be able to get that full piece running right up in there on a harp guitar, that's going to create a really dramatic effect. So yeah, so literally any of our instruments can be built out of that one. So let's have a look. There's another selection underneath. Back. So this one is this one's quite similar to the previous, slightly different character. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a challenge here. Certainly that first piece is the best. So this is what takes a lot of work, is just finding the right pieces and cutting our way through them. So this one, as you can see, has some really large holes, and that's just to do with the natural way that the wood is. There's some cracks here. Some of those cracks we can stabilize, and because they're right in the black, we can easily stabilize and make that look perfect. This bit has that same quilting, some really nice detail there. This section unfortunately is not going to be usable, although maybe on this side. Really nice section down here at the bottom. Some good character. So might suit something like our X10. Yeah, so we can fit a smaller guitar in there. So it's just a matter of us finding the right pieces. So we're going to take these, we'll go through them, we'll catalog them. Wow, that's a really nice piece there. We'll match that. Very interesting sort of patchwork quality to it there. And see other sections of highlights. Yeah, like up here. It's going to be a really nice piece to cut. So we're going to get a lot of guitars out of this section. Really glad that I was able to find it, because it's been such an in-demand part of what we do. And let's have a look a little bit further down. I think this is, yeah, it's pretty much the same, although that area seems to improve as it goes down, so we're going to get a little bit more there. So yeah, so that's it. That's our Royal Ebony. I'm delighted to be seeing that coming in. Oh yeah, just looking up here at this end. So sometimes we see this, it's almost like a purple running through it. So a nice character there as well. So that's it. That's our Royal Ebony veneer. I'm going to love getting into this. We'll catalog it and get it on our website over the coming weeks. So if you're interested in a Royal Ebony custom build, then drop the guys an email or give somebody a call. Kevin and Chloe are both there, happy to assist you. So thanks for watching, and we'll be doing it again soon.